What is up, buddies? It's been a while since I've talked to you guys on the YouTube, but here I am. I don't play video games really anymore. I mean, I do play a little bit of BeamNG Drive, but I don't play the Off-Road Outlaws. I don't do the live streams. To be honest, it was taking a lot of fucking time to do and any of that stuff. The editing, the setting up, the live streams. If you go back, I think most of them are like 3 hours long. It was ridiculous. And yeah, I let you guys know that I was taking some time off because of my family and stuff. I it was right around when my daughter was born that I kind of stopped doing some stuff, and once she started getting up and moving around and stuff, and I don't know if you know kids at all, they are a handful. I love them, and it's my favorite thing that I do is hang out with the kids, but I could not continue with the YouTube stuff, and I'm kind of an all in or not type of guy. So I started this podcast. It's called Truckers and Others. It's on Spotify exclusively only. There's no there's no money involved with it at all. There's no ads, nothing like that. It's just me hanging out. I mean, I think if you don't pay for Spotify Premium, I think you get ads. But I'm not sure. I have no idea. I've always paid for Spotify. I do not want to listen to ads ever. So I get it. But yeah, I do an hour-long podcast uh, whenever I feel like it. Sometimes I feel like doing it more. Sometimes I feel like doing it less. And I just talk about life, fun stuff, cool shit, stories about getting drunk, and uh, doing some crazy stuff. Like my car accident that I was in. That one's a funny one. Um, and yeah, it's all comedy. It's mainly satire shit. Yeah, so I'm serious about very little on there. I'm usually just in a happy, good mood whenever I'm recording. I think it's kind of funny to post up some stuff and say some crazy stuff, and then never go back and listen to it and just let people hear it. It's kind of funny. I'm like, I rarely do, but sometimes I do go back and I listen to them, and I'm like, oh my god, I posted that. What? I hope they don't see it. Um, if I'm talking about people like my pudgy bitch ass brother Kyle, fuck you, Kyle. Fuck you, Kyle. You fucking pudgy bitch. I love you, but you're pudgy as shit. Okay, and I just fuck with him all the time. So yeah, this is kind of just like an announcement. I have a podcast. I posted up a link, like a community link. I don't know. I posted something on YouTube like a week ago, just to kind of throw it out there because I'm really not. I didn't want to promote it. And if you go back, I think I'm at 90. I think my next episode will be 95. So I mean, I posted quite a bit. I've been busy doing this for not quite a year yet. Um, but I've been posting these. Yeah, definitely not quite a year. I think I started in October of 23. I just started. I'd listen to podcasts, and I really did get into that Joe Rogan guy. And I've been into him for a while, actually. Not gonna lie, but once you get caught up on all of his episodes, you're like, what am I gonna do now? Now I have nothing to listen to, nothing to take my mind off this long road that never ends. So I was like, hey, let me just see if I can record something, and I enjoyed it. And then I posted another one, and I just kept doing it. And I don't really see, with how easy it is to create a podcast, I don't see any reason I'd stop doing this. Now, this is a video, and I'm not going to be doing videos very often, if much at all. Like I'll take videos of like job sites that I'm on sometimes, or just like cool stuff that I see, and I'll post those up on. I don't know. I guess I can start posting them up on YouTube, but I mainly post on Facebook. Even though I was having some real issues, like I had a video. There's a video on Facebook of me dumping a paint slab, and if you don't know what that is, go check it out. It's on the Facebook group. But I couldn't post. I don't know. My shit was not working. It would not let me post a long video. I watch long videos on YouTube all the time, but every time I try to post one that's long, it's like that's too big. And I'm like, what? What do you mean it's too big? This guy posted like a 2 hour long video of whatever, and you're not gonna let me post anything over like 3 minutes? Like, what the hell, man? So I'll probably start using the YouTube a little bit more. I won't be. I don't think this is going to be a normal thing. It maybe, I don't know. It's kind of awkward because I can't see my phone. I had the only way for me to record and use this mic is to have the phone fucking backwards, and I'm just looking at the back of my phone, which I guess is kind of nice, for DOT officers' purposes. They'll be like, "Oh, he's not even looking at his phone. He's got his phone completely backwards. He's not doing anything wrong." Ain't that right? Fucking let me get by this scale, buddy. Um, but yeah, I'm a trucker. I've been a trucker. I don't know when I got my license. I've had my license for I think 5 or 6 years now. The time gets away from me. I don't know. It just things don't seem like they like 6 years. It's like that was last year. No, it was a while back. I think I've had it for 5 or 6 years now, and I've been consistently using my CDL almost every single day, driving around. I drive all different types of trucks. Today I'm in my normal rig. This is like it's a job that I specifically do. I drive back and forth from Des Moines to back to Kansas City with a dry van. And I have only been doing it for a couple months now. This specific uh, client drive up here, and I work for an environmental company. We just take care of people's waste, not usually poop. We don't do the poop stuff. Thank you for merging. Thank you for slowing me down to 50. Like you're in a zippy zappy car. You can fucking hit the gas and get over and get out. I'm a semi. I'm not fast. I can't stop fast. I can't go fast. I can't get up to speed. You make me slow down before a hill. I can't believe it. Anyway, I'm giving you a little bit of a taste for the podcast. Um, and I think it's going to be interesting for people that only listen to on Spotify to have like no affiliation with the YouTube channel whatsoever. I think it's going to be interesting if they go onto YouTube and check it out, and they can actually kind of put a face to the voice. I was looking at I recorded a couple of different things, trying to get the mic set up and everything, and I'm like, damn, I do look pretty fucking good, don't I? I look goddamn delicious. I put on sunglasses even though it's cloudy out. I do not like you looking at my eyeballs. I don't like looking at my own eyeballs on the video, so I'm gonna wear sunglasses on a cloudy day. Uh, and yeah, the video isn't gonna be great because it's shaking horribly. I haven't hit the big bump in the road yet, but the big bump is coming up. I will definitely record all the way up until I get to the big fucking bump. Um, but it's just me out on the highway talking about all kinds of stuff. It's a very good time for me. I'm doing it. I'm not doing it to get recognition or have a shitload of listeners or anything like that. I'm just, like I said, I run out of stuff to do on the road, and it's the same songs over and over. It's the same, or I run out of podcasts to listen to, which is kind of crazy because there's a ton of podcasts. I've been finding new ones all the time, but I don't know. I like to do my own. I like my own thing. This is just something that I do to kind of get me through a long day and kind of let you know some of my frustrations that I have. Um, it's really funny. It's all funny. It's all satire. Nothing I say on this podcast should ever be implemented into anybody's life. It's just something to entertain um, the people that I talk shit about. I'm so sorry, but it's funny. I think it's funny. I make myself laugh all the time when I talk a shit about Kyle, like Pudgy Bitch Kyle. Um, and that's my brother. I love him, but he is pudgy as fuck. And he's not fat. I'm fat. You can't tell I'm fat because I have the camera set up at a certain way. Here's the big bump. Hold on. Not that one. Right here. And it might fuck up everything. Oh! Yeah, that was it. And there's another one. Oh! And there's no way to get around it. You can't get in the left lane. You can't get in the right. You can't straddle. You can't get on. There's nothing you can do. You have to hit the bump. And I hit it at 60 and a 65. So, I mean, I was slowed down a little bit. But I really enjoy driving. I do. And I enjoy talking. And another thing this does is keeps my wife from going insane, because if I don't do this, before the podcast, I'd come home and tell her every little detail about my day, because it's stuff that I bottled up throughout the day, and I just got to get it out. So now I have a podcast that I can say anything and everything that I want to say. Who's that? That's not mine. I can usually recognize some trucks, and I can be like, "Oh, that's a guy from my company." No, it was not a guy from my company. It's just another guy in a roll off truck. I do roll off trucks. I do double rails. I was hauling frac tanks earlier this week. I run tankers. I run liquid vacs, it's a tanker, but it's not a trailer tanker. It's just a single truck. And sometimes I do go out on a crew with people, and we go clean tanks. There's a couple pictures I posted up of that on there on the old Facebook. And I'm actually getting really close to my destination, so I'm probably going to be ending this here real shortly. I'm going to get here. I'm going to check in at the guard shack, drive onto the scale, get weighed as an empty truck, pull around to the dock door, back in, get loaded with a forklift with their totes. There's 18 totes. They're like 275 gallons a piece, up to 300, I think. And, oh, you're turning? That's a weird blinker on you. I thought that looks like just like a beacon light, but it's apparently that's your blinker. Okay. Yeah, get loaded with the totes, and then turn around, get way out as a heavy load. Make sure I set my axles and everything to where I'm not going to be overweight, because I have to go by a southbound scale. I go by a northbound scale, but I'm never worried about that. That one's in Iowa. I go by a southbound scale also, and I actually, I mean, if you go back and listen to the episode, I don't know which one it was, but I got a ticket. I got a ticket for being overweight, and I don't want to explain that right now. Go back and listen to the episode if you're that curious. I don't know which one it was. It's over there though. It's on the Spotify's. Check it out. But yeah, I'm gonna get loaded here and then go back to Kansas City. There's a landfill out there that I'm set up to dispose of the waste at, and it's totes full of water. There's some ammonia type. I don't know. It's just a bunch of wastewater that they get I don't know why. I don't even know what this place is. I don't know what they do, but I know that I'm scheduled to come up here and grab their waste, turn around, bring it back to Kansas City, dump it in a pit with a pallet jack, which is kind of, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's a really good system. that I kind of created to get these totes offloaded. Each of these totes weighs 2,000 to 2,500 pounds. They're heavy as fuck. And the first one and the last one I have to push off by hand. It is not. I mean, it's metal on metal at the back of the trailer, but it's still like, I about blew out my bicep the other day. I thought. Anyways, that's it. Keep all 18 down. See ya.